Greetings and welcome back to Satisfactory. I'm KatherineOfSky, and I am here with an architect of brilliance, madness, craziness. Hello, Caledorn.
That's a very colorful description.
Well, I think everyone will be delighted to see if I turn around this absolute, I don't know, brilliance of architecture, this wild, crazy main bus storage exchange system thingy majingy. So yeah, wow, you have done so how many hours do you have in this factory? Several, like
260.
260 just in this factory.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's extensive. So
258
anyway,
to be more precise, but yeah.
We like to be exact. I know you like to be exact with your all of the angles and the heights and everything. Your factory looks so neat and tidy. Oh my god.
Thank you.
So anyway, so I have not been able to play Satisfactory because of my hands, but I wanted to let everyone know about your series that you started with Update 3, which adds all kinds of cool new stuff. So yeah, can you take us on a base tour, please?
Oh, what do you want to see first and foremost then?
well, okay. So I was wandering around the factory the other day, and I was looking at the main bus, and this is absolutely incredible. So this main bus takes products from the left over there, where there's a manufacturing, not an island, but a mecca of making of stuff, and it brings it all the way over here into this massive storage center of containers, where you then distribute it to other parts of manufacturing over here. So I'm thinking, can we start and look over at that the initial part of your base, where all this begins? Oops,
that would be base A, and yes, we can do that.
Okay.
Take the right hypertube.
Yeah, we've identified a tiny bug where I can't see the colors that Caledorn has added to the various tubes and things. So we're going to talk about the tubes in terms of right and left so that I don't get lost. Whoa. Oh,
occasionally
this is so
middle.
Cool. And occasionally middle. Wow. Yep, here we have a middle one. Awesome. Whew. Okay. I like this fencing that you've put in, like, so people don't get sucked in or pushed out too much. Oh,
she says when she's almost too close to.
Well,
you were
is this
millimeters
like
away.
I can see the colors now. Look at this. Okay, so I know you're guys gonna think I'm lying, but they were truly gray before. Now they're orange and purple and
yeah,
colors.
Purple is the correct one. Yeah.
Okay.
The reason why I built this little fencing is because when you came out of this right tube here, you were just flung instantly into the middle one there, and that was inconvenient.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh my gosh. Wow, this place is nuts. This is massive. Look at all of these things. Oh, I'm gonna fall
where
down
I
here.
Started was not that way. That's actually the end of this base.
I know, but it's impressive. All of these lines of things. Oh, I probably should put a V on. Wait, is that still the light to V? No. Obviously not.
It's a B.
B? Oh, B. Okay. Maybe bulb or brightness?
No
Brightness.
idea. It does say down on your shortcuts, it does say above the shortcut, it says QFBV.
Oh, there it is. Yes. Okay. I mixed it up with the other thing. Okay.
This place over here is where it all began. These two little iron mines here.
All right. Nice. So
a copper field at the other side of the outcropping up there.
Uh-huh.
So those
I remember this
were
place.
the three first nodes.
Oh. Nice. And I see you've laid foundations everywhere that you've built. And what is the reason for that?
Alignment. Can align things if you don't have foundations, but it is not very fun. Especially not when you're as obsessed with the things aligned as I am.
Are you obsessed? Are you really obsessed?
I think so. I mean,
Slightly. Just
even
slightly.
even this little curve here annoys me because I would prefer to have a lift, but then I would have to redo these and make lifts for all of the miners, so it's or smelters. It's like, okay, whatever.
Oh dear. Oh dear. I kind of, well, okay, I'm not gonna say, but I like that angled belt. I think it's very fun. Anyway,
Heretic.
heretic, thank you. Okay.
This initial area here used to be factories for iron plates and iron rods, and then screws were farther down the lane, but then everything got changed as I realized that I'm gonna need more iron, so I moved the iron plates up to here, where this tree one day randomly appeared inside one of my constructors. Sure where it came from?
You can't stop nature. It will take back the factory.
Yeah, I've kept it there for to sedate the tree gods or whatever, since they're probably not happy with me harvesting vast quantities of plant life.
I've noticed. So is there anything safe from your chainsaw or building proclivities?
No. Well, that tree.
No? Oh, the tree. Okay. Okay. But everything else you build over, pave over the whole world, right?
Wherever I build, I pave, yes.
Okay. Okay.
That is important. So all of the iron nodes in this area are pure. So there are 4 pure iron nodes. So I have these 2 go to these 16 smelters behind you.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
And those 16 smelters feed those 16, I think, 2, 4, 6, yeah, 16 constructors making iron plates down there.
There are many of these things. Holy, and you did this all yourself?
Yes.
Wow.
And this part is making quick wire.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've got 15, because it doesn't make sense to have more than 15 constructors making quick wire, because they make 60 each, so 15 of them fills up the Mark V belt.
Wow. And so I've noticed you have a lot of walkways. Are these like only for walking, or you leave space for like vehicles and stuff?
Up here I haven't really left any space for vehicles, because that wouldn't work with the stackable conveyor down there.
Uh-huh.
But yes, all over the base I normally have areas where there are spaces of 2 tiles. Like here, for instance, there are 2 tiles in between, so that it's possible to pass through. And I never use the first, like, I never put anything on... oh, that's the wrong thing. I never put anything on this.
The first level, right.
Yeah, because a vehicle can't pass underneath that. You can walk under it, but...
little mini vehicles, do those pass under this?
Yeah, I think the Explorers do, and I also think the factory vehicle thing. I haven't bothered buying that, but...
but it's so cute. You need one. It's adorable.
I'm fine. I'm quite happy with the Explorer. The Explorer is faster. Right. I want the fastest possible.
Right. Okay, so you have a lot of things being made over here. Looks like these are either rotors or motors. I forget what they're called.
These are rotors.
These are rotors, okay. And so those are going back to the main base. What do you call the other part of the base? The big part where the space elevator is?
That's the main base.
That's the main base, okay. So this, you still have so many lines of conveyors coming in from somewhere. Oh my god, mini Borg cubes, hello.
Oh yes.
My brethren, it's nice. Oh, there's some plants here too. Oh, yep, nature taking over.
Can't get rid of those. I've tried, but they are...
I know.
Part of the landscape, and I can't get rid of them, just like I can't get rid of this rock.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the belts that are coming in from over there, there used to be a lot more of them, but I managed to minimize the amount of them with Mark IV and Mark V belts. They're coming from this part of the base. This part of the base is the steel outpost.
Okay.
Or one of the steel outposts.
This looks wild. So many machines out here. Good lord. So I know that a lot of people have been talking about a blueprint function. Would you like something like that?
I'm not sure. There is a blueprint function that you can use on the Satisfactory calculator website, but
Uh-huh.
I don't know. You know,
Like if you had something you could place in game, like copy a group of buildings and then just plop them to the side, would that work? Or would you say no, you don't like that kind of idea?
I can understand why the idea is enticing, but to be honest, I've come to the conclusion that I actually find Satisfactory more fun than Factorio. And the two reasons why is because there are no blueprints and no robots. Because I actually have to build things. I actually have to do everything. And I don't have stuff that does it for me. And if they add robots to Satisfactory, that's probably going to kill the fun of the game, at least for me. Not that I don't like robots in Factorio, don't get me wrong here, because I do, but having robots in Satisfactory would be kind of... I mean, why would you need all these magnificent belts if you had robots? And that's something that we've seen in Factorio as well, bot-based factories.
Yeah.
I don't like them.
I love conveyor belts myself. So those belts out in the distance there, where are they coming from, or where do they go to?
The topmost one is going to, I think that's... I don't remember if it's copper or iron. Yeah, it's copper. So the topmost one is copper. You probably can't see it because you have fog enabled. I don't. The others are going to coal patches, sulfur patches.
So those are basically raw materials being brought in?
Yes.
Okay. Should we go out and see those, or do you want to move forward and show where all this stuff is going to?
If we run all the way out there, that's going to be 10 minutes back and forth, so that's probably not a good idea.
Okay, so trust Caledorn when you can actually watch him as he's built all of these different things in his video series, which check that out in the description, which I've linked below, because it is massively cool to watch this factory come into being. So shall we go? Oh, wait, you're already somewhere. Where are you? Oh, there you are.
I'm behind you.
So should we go to like some advanced products? And I know you wanted to show some of, I wanted to show the new stuff like pipes and power plants and things. And you've recently done oil as well.
This actually, well, pipes. No, I haven't done oil recently. I've done oil a long time ago, but I've done advanced oil recently.
Right.
But I'm actually using an advanced recipe here. These foundries are making solid steel ingots, so I'm smelting the iron ore into iron ingots before they go to the foundries, which means that you get more steel ingots
nice
in return for more power usage, of course. But we can go to the copper outpost, and then we can go to the coal power plant.
Okay.
Or one of the coal power plants. I have two of them, actually.
Nice. Yeah, I saw the building of the first one, but I haven't seen the second yet.
The second one is up at the lakes. It's kind of a trek to get up there. And it's not really that exciting to watch because it's just 16 coal generators and a few coal patches.
Sure.
There is a radar tower up there, but the radar towers are also down here, so... This is very funky when you get to the end part of that tube.
That's great. Okay, that was awesome. Like you actually looked like you were traveling through the upper tube there.
Yep.
Oh, that's neat. Okay,
the middle one goes to the... well, if you want to show the exchange thing, you can take the leftmost one.
Okay.
That shows the exchange from underneath.
Oh, yes. This is quite cool. I've been to this area. But, oh, you don't have rails here. That's nice.
No, you can't have rails there because of the elevators or the lifts.
No, I mean like right on this edge here where I'm standing.
It's a walkway right behind you, so if you fall down, it's quick to get up again and you don't take any damage.
I see.
It's actually less efficient for me to have rails here than it would be to not have them, because occasionally I have to go down there.
Ah, right. Okay.
when I'm adding things. So this interchange or whatever, I can see it better from up. If you climb up, you can see all the various angles.
Okay. I see.
There are
Oh,
many
yes.
angles here.
Many angles. I see this. Wow. As you kind of like get everything into alignment, moving it down to this area. Wow.
Yes. For the advanced products, except for the encased industrial beams, which is the final belt here, all of the advanced products here, like the baby bore cubes, the rotors, and steel pipe. No, not the steel pipes, actually. The steel beams are not being used for anything in the main factory, so that I have a spare of those parts available to me. Then you would want to take the middle one.
Okay. Wow. This is so much faster than it was before.
Oh, yes.
I like this hypertube system. That is awesome.
Here I'm belting copper ore in to the base from various nodes.
Oh, yes, I know this one. I was walking along that belt underneath the factory. That was quite cool.
I discovered that it was actually an okay-ish idea to do that. What is that sound?
Gizmo, behave.
No, it was a sound from in this area. Something making... What is that sound? Oh, right. Yeah, there's a Mercer sphere or something underneath us in a cave. That's
right,
what that sound is.
Right. Yeah.
So I haven't connected up all of the smelters here. You can see some of them are inactive.
Right.
I don't know if I'm ever going to make them active, but I do know that I need at least double the amount of copper sheet manufacturers or constructors that I have currently for my next project. So, but I do have plenty of ingots available elsewhere, so I might just make them at that other location. But before we take the hypertube somewhere, we can actually go down.
Wow. God, there's so many things.
Over here.
Like breathtaking amounts of belts.
One thing that I haven't paved is rivers. I want to keep the rivers free.
Nice. I see there's like this lovely bridge here where you've put actually angled the underneath angles here.
Yeah, I
try
to do that. It looks more natural that way, I feel.
Yeah. Oh, this is great.
I also found that having the hypertube underneath the base was kind of funky, but that was before they added the stackable hypertube conveyor poles. And you could only have them 4 above the ground, so they weren't really an option to put inside a base.
Right.
They also added hypertubes to walls, which was a very good addition.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess you want to go to the coal power plant.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
These radar towers are kind of funky, though. They scan in an area around themselves. And as you can see, they're pretty tall.
Okay, here's the map.
But as you can see, there are still black areas and black splotches on the map that the radars haven't seen.
Yeah.
Even though those black areas are below the top of the tower, it seems that it's the base of the radar that's actually scanning, to my amusement.
Indeed.
This, of course, is the space elevator, which I currently have no more use for, but I'm leaving it here as an artifact of the past.
All right, you've unlocked everything, I guess, so far.
Available in early access. Getting the parts now that they changed that system was quite the interesting feat. Right, by the way. Because you can no longer handcraft the parts you need for the space elevator. They have to be made in constructors and assemblers and manufacturers.
That makes sense because, the space elevator obviously has the conveyors, and I was like, oh gee, plop a box and then just shove stuff in and have it on the conveyors.
You can still plop things into there if you want to, but you cannot handcraft, so you cannot do what we used to do, which is just handcraft the stuff to get to the higher tiers as quickly as possible.
Yeah, it makes sense that you actually have to have assemblers, constructors, whatever's make the stuff that you need. Wow, this is some impressive piping, I gotta say. This is great. Can you tell us more about this? Wowness. This is wowness right here. This is a new word.
I would rather not talk about this piping because this piping is embarrassing compared to what I have. Yes.
It is impressive. Whatever it is, it looks very, very many and varied, manifold. It's great. It's, well, I think it's great.
Well, thank you, but this is actually my first attempt at pipes, and it looks absolutely horrid to me.
Oh dear. Oh dear. I'll have to see the new version later.
Yes.
So here we have the water extractors. So this is something new in Update 3. Water and pipes and, of course, the coal power plants now need water, which I think several people were surprised about, at least in the Discord.
Yes. I'm not a big fan of the water extractors, but that's because they don't snap. Right. So, but you get very interesting conveyor things there. This is very good proof that this is an old part of the base because I haven't updated because let's see here. They did add the ability to see where is that? So I can build a stackable conveyor pole. And then you can have a stackable pipeline on top of that. And if you want, you can even have a stackable hypertube on top of that. And then you can go back to a regular stackable, not the conveyor wall mount. The autosave is
powerful. Yeah. Wow, that's really cool. I like this. That's great.
So instead of having all of those stackable pipeline supports out there, I would just use regular stackable conveyor poles so that it looks neater because it looks weird with all of those.
Yes, I see.
Yeah.
I was wondering about that. I see. So that was just kind of a development thing that they kind of progressed forward from that.
Yes.
That's cool.
Initially, they didn't stack with with one another. So.
Okay. Cool. That's nice.
You can also walk underneath here. There's wasps down here though, so be careful.
I have my sword.
I've found other methods to take out wasps than swords.
Oh yes, you have a gun as well, I remember.
Yes.
I didn't build a gun. It's alright.
It is far more effective. The other thing with the water extractors is that they're quite large. And
they
don't really extract that much water. One of them extracts 120 cubic meters of water, so I feel they're slightly oversized.
Yeah, they could be. I know you were expressing your frustrations to me earlier that they don't even they don't even snap with the control snap function currently.
Nope. So there is no snapping whatsoever with them. Oh my God. So you have to align them up very carefully. Okay,
I'm back. Sorry, I was impeded by a mushroom.
It was impeded by a mushroom.
Yes, just slightly.
Okay. Guess we can go back to the space elevator, unless you had some more questions.
No, I wanted to see like some advanced production and some of this advanced oil. I want to see some of that going on because I haven't really experienced the advancedness of oil yet.
Let's go out to the oil first then, and we can go to the end products last.
Okay, sounds great.
Then
I believe.
Take the other hypertube.
Okay. Yeah, I think the update hit the regular branch today. Is that right? Or yesterday?
At least it was today, but that's at least how I understood it. That we're still playing on the experimental build, but I think that they've moved it over to the actual early access branch now.
Cool.
So this one probably won't get any more updates until the experimental update 4, I guess.
Nice. Oh wow, there's waterfalls. Hello, waterfalls. Okay.
The hypertube directly in front of us there goes out to another steel and quartz manufacturing outpost, but this one goes to the oil outpost.
Okay. Oh, this is a grand tour. This is fantastic.
I like the hypertubes.
They're so fast.
The Explorer is actually faster though, but you can build some very funky hypertube setups where you can get some insane speeds. I saw this guy who had done that on YouTube, who flung himself across the entire map.
Oh my gosh. Wow, that's incredible. Huh. Yeah, I was just about to ask you about the speeds, but with the Explorer, of course, you need more. Do you use more roads, or well, I guess it's a little bit more treacherous because of terrain. So hypertubes might be faster in general.
No, I feel that the Explorer is actually faster because the it's so nimble. It can even you can even drive an Explorer up one foundation. So if you drive it directly at one foundation, it will just climb up that foundation, but it can't deal with two.
All right. Interesting.
These two water pumps, this is slightly more efficient than the other ones, because these ones I actually remember that, hey, I can overclock things.
All right.
So these are overclocked to 200%, so they extract 240 cubic meters each.
Okay.
Then
and what's the limit of a pipe?
300.
300, okay.
At least the flow of a pipe is... max flow rate is 300 cubic meters. But I've never seen a pipe actually reaching high flow like this pipe here. It is full, according to... I don't know if you can see the...
I can see the rings and the blueness. So
okay,
yeah,
so
these are pumps, right?
The what? Huh? Where?
These are pumps, right? And you have to place them so many meters apart.
Where?
To keep the flow going. These things with the rings right here.
No.
Or the...
No. Those are indicators that there are actually water flowing. The pumps are over here.
Oh. Over where? Oh, no, I didn't mean the... Oh, these are pumps. I see. Oh, those look like turbines. Cool.
Let me show you something.
That's fun. Ooh, I'm seeing stuff. There's head lifting is going down. And then there's a flow rate. Is it 0 still?
Yeah, I just flushed the pipe. So now everything is going to turn on here, which means the pump should soon start. There we go.
Oh, we can see the animation. That's cool. Oh, and I see the gauges going up. Oh, that's neat.
Now you can also see the pipes, the indicators. You can see that they are moving to show the direction of the fluid inside the pipe.
Oh, right.
And the blue color indicates that there is water inside these pipes.
Okay. So those indicators, are those put on manually, or are they automatically put on?
They appear automatically. If I place, for instance, a junction cross there, you see that they disappear.
Oh, yes.
They move.
Interesting. Yeah, that's cool.
So the more water or the more fluid is within a pipe, the farther apart these things are from one another. You can see that they are gently moving further and farther apart from one another on these ones. And this water goes to the aluminium part of my base. This is more advanced pipe making.
Right. Wow.
But it's very
pipes.
It's very difficult to show the pipes properly here because there's so much here.
Yeah, I see. It's very dense the way you're packing stuff together.
With the refineries, it's necessary. They take quite a bit of space.
Wow.
Don't fall down.
Huh?
Don't fall down. There's a hole here.
Oh, you put a hole here, by the way.
Yes, that is very intentional.
Oh, this is cool. Look at this glass floor right by the waterfall. Oh, that's beautiful. That's nice.
Couldn't bring myself to concreting up this area. I had to make it transparent.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh my gosh, there's more machines out here as well. Woo!
Oh yes.
Holy fuzzy cats, there's stuff.
The stuff you're looking at down there, the refineries at the other end here, that's the advanced part of the oil.
There's a lot of stuff going on here. Gee.
These four end ones here, they are used... This is one of the advanced... Probably one of the best alternate recipes in the game. Recycled plastic.
Oh, cool.
It creates 60 parts per minute, and it does it from rubber and fuel. And when you also then have the alternate recipe for diluted fuel, which I find highly amusing, by the way. It's made in this refinery here. Takes 1 cubic meter of heavy oil residue together with 2 packaged water, and then you get diluted packaged fuel.
Huh.
I'm not sure how well that fuel would function. Nah. Mix 2 parts water with 1 part heavy oil residue, and you get something that is actual fuel.
I am a bit amused with this. That the water has to be packaged here.
Yes.
Instead of flowing like through another an inlet like the oil residue.
Well, the thing only has 1 pipe inlet, so...
Well, I'm wondering if, you know how Factorio buildings, they actually change when you select the recipe. So I wonder if that could be happening in Satisfactory, because this is just silly. Like, really, you need bottled water?
It gets even better when you go to the other ones on the other side here. These refineries. Yes. If you look at the recipe.
2 packaged fuel, okay, so you're unpacking the fuel, basically.
Yes, so that I can get it into the pipe network, so that I can take it over to the recycled plastic makers.
Well, then, can you make unpackaged fuel?
Yes.
No, I mean, can you, like, you can make it into a liquid instead of putting it into a package to begin with?
That's what those are doing. They are unpackaging the fuel.
No. But I mean, when you have a recipe for fuel, like this one, diluted packaged fuel, could you make it diluted liquid fuel to put into a pipe instead of a package?
No, that recipe is an alternate recipe that is very specifically making packaged fuel.
Right. Okay. So it's going to cost you more energy in the form of additional buildings to actually process that back into an unpackaged format. Hello, wasting plastic.
Actually, that's the fun part about it. You're not wasting anything, because if you look at the recipe and the output, you get exactly as many empty canisters as you put into the thing. So
well, that's true, I guess. But it's
I put 1,200 canisters into this cycle, and there's 11 unused. So the canisters are always they never need canisters. I have enough inside of the network, so it's just the canisters just goes round and round and round and alternates between water and fuel.
I guess I just find it a little bit silly, because like why couldn't you just like put it into pipes instead of putting it into canisters? Because in reality, you don't actually need the canisters, since they're just packing and unpacking all the time.
Well, I think I know why. If you look at the output of the just one of the refineries where there's one, this is the input. Placing pipes is already annoying enough as it is, since it doesn't really snap very well. So if you had to have 2 rows of pipes on each side of these things, I'm not sure how fun that would be. So maybe when they have refined pipes better to actually snap properly, then maybe. But then you would have to have 2 rows of pipes coming out, and some of the pipes would, by necessity, look silly.
That's okay, though. You can find ways to make them look unsilly or more serious.
I don't think I would be able to make them look unsilly if I had to have 2 rows of pipes. Because you would get pipes that would be look like you have pipeline support there.
I'm thinking of, like, in IRL, pipes are crazy. So they are all over the place. Hey, that's nice.
That's
That's
nice, but the moment I place a stackable pipeline up there,
Yeah.
and if it's in default mode, can change between various build modes.
Hey, that's
So
really cool.
I prefer the vertical. That looks okay-ish.
Uh-huh.
But the default mode, I don't like that. Not when I'm changing like that. The angle thing, I don't like the angle thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, but having too many pipes, yeah, there's plenty of pipes going around here.
You know, said by a man who has made his entire factory 258 hours worth. It's going to be 259 after this. But like all in so many complicated directions and stuff. Mm-hmm.
Well, I've found workarounds so that I'm generally content. Like this thing here, I'm generally content with that because it's not too bad. A little pointy bendy bit up here.
The pointy bendy bit.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's very angly. Did you notice that?
Yes, but I had no choice.
Right. Okay.
So that's okay-ish, but I would prefer it to be higher distance so that I could make it a vertical straight pipe.
Right.
And up here I'm making more quick-wire. You have no idea how much quick-wire you need in this game.
Wow. Well, that's cool because when I was playing last update, you didn't actually need that much. So it's cool to see that there's a use for a product instead of it just being like relegated to a few minor things like boots, for example, and power
No,
poles.
I'm currently using, in the factory, I'm using a total of, where is that? 1060 quick-wire in current use for productions.
Wow.
So there's plenty of use for quick-wire.
Wow. Oh, there we go. Okay. Take a better photo of you here. This is great.
You're being a paparazzi?
Yes, yes, yes. Every angle, every angle. Okay, so where are we off to next?
Unless you want to look at some of the outposts, well, that lift system coming down from up there is interesting, since we are heading that way.
Wow, that's impressive.
It's not really
Holy
that impressive, but...
it's very tall.
Yeah.
Very tall.
But I'm glad they added the lift so that I didn't have to build one of those insane conveyor pole lift things that we had to build before they added the lifts. Because can you imagine building that to that height?
Yeah, well, we did, though. We did.
Not that high.
It took forever, but we did it.
Yeah,
I kind of miss those, actually. I like those spirally ones.
But the spiral ones are... They look nice, I agree, but building one all the way up there...
What's up there? Oh, well, I can probably check. Bauxite. All right. Wow.
Which is then refined into alumina solution, which is then refined into aluminium scrap, which is then refined into aluminium ingots.
Wow.
Complicated process.
Indeed.
It was fun to solve that one.
Yeah, that seems really cool to be able to have new recipes to kind of look at and refine. And I know that they made some recipes more complicated. That's one of the things that I love about Factorio is like trying out new things and having those new recipes and stuff.
The alternate recipes have also been changed significantly so that they give you a trade-off.
Right. Okay. So they're not like 100% better.
A few of them, I would say, are, but we can take the recipe I'm using here, for instance. These four assemblers are making Ethereum circuit boards. And that was before I got the alternate recipe that I'm going to change to. I'm going to use silicone circuit boards instead, which lets you use silica instead of quick wire and copper sheets instead of plastic to make circuit boards.
Okay.
And it outputs far more circuit boards. Well, not far more, but it does output more circuit boards per minute. But you replace the products that you put in with, I mean, quartz isn't a very common material, but neither is Caterium. But quartz is more common, I think.
Uh-huh. Okay. Or do you use it for less stuff, like the quartz?
The quartz is only used for quartz crystals and silica. So it is better. Okay. It is a better recipe because that means I can free up. What is 37.5 times 4?
Several.
Yes. Several quick wire.
Several, yes. So did you find that as you were playing the game from the beginning, did you have to refactor a lot of the manufacturing and assemblies to use different materials? Or did you kind of just stuck with what you got?
No. I found that I had to refactor it. I'm currently in a process where I have to refactor things. These two assemblers are using the alternate recipe for computers, which is crystal computers.
Ooh. Shiny.
But the crystal computers are it's an efficient recipe. The thing about the crystal computer is that it's using crystal oscillators, and the crystal oscillators that are being made in the big machines over here. These machines only create one crystal oscillator per minute.
Wow,
that's
I have to have, slow.
Yeah, so I have to have 6 of these, and I'm going to change the recipe for computers into making Caterium computers instead, which is a more efficient recipe, which then frees up the crystal oscillators so I can use them in making radio control units instead.
I like this change. Caterium computers, like cat branded. Is Gizmo happy?
Gizmo is a menace these days. I don't know what's wrong with him.
He's a menace. Well, hopefully those cat branded computers will make him a little bit happier.
I'm worried that someone has fed him after midnight. Maybe he's turning into a true gremlin.
Oh my god. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's rough. I'm just looking at the new models for these manufacturers. They're quite impressive. Wow, really
it's
pretty.
actually quite fun when you you jump up on one of them. Like you go up on the production area, not that far up.
Okay.
Down here.
Ooh. Okay.
There's a nice ladder here, you know. And if you stand here, and then you press E to configure the manufacturer and take out the product.
Okay.
It's quite cool to watch.
Oh, there are things happening. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is fun. I remember the old manufacturer had this like sort of dusty window that you could kind of look into, but you couldn't see much. This is so cool to watch this.
The only thing that I have to complain about it is that it looks like it's always making tactical Borg cubes.
Yes. Well, at least it's making something. I mean, you can't expect them to make, crystal computers in a non-sealed environment. You know what I mean? Like, you'd have to have that inside, you'd think. Dust-free and all that.
Well, this machine is making crystal oscillators.
Oh, it's making oscillators. Oh, who knows about oscillators?
Well, they come out of the belt without being insulated, so...
Well, no, I meant like, the actual inner parts and bits and things and stuff. Yeah.
They have a new model as well, by the way.
Let's put this back. For...
The crystal oscillators, you can see them here. It's a new model.
Oh, okay.
They used to be this pink little thing.
Yes, I remember that.
And now they have a base with knobs and things that twist and turn on.
Oh, that's fun. Oh, they even have directions on here. Focus.
Yep.
Position, intensity, thingies, majingies.
Oh, yes.
Position X and Y. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, you found an Easter egg the other day on one of the manufacturing machines, a label of some kind. Where was that?
It's not on a manufacturing machine. It's up on the upper platform. It's the AI limiter.
Oh, right. Yeah.
This one is making the tactical Borg cubes.
Okay. Tactical board games.
Yes.
I like this.
Here we are. You probably have to go up on one of the conveyor poles to actually look at them.
Uh-huh. Okay.
For which side? This side. Just climb up there.
Oh, this side? Okay. Oh! Oh, I see. Be sure to always limit your AI.
Yes.
That's so funny.
You
That's
should
great.
You should make sure to sleep lightly, because I intend to have one of those installed in you.
Hey, careful. I don't even have an AI. It's fine.
You
It doesn't
are an
even
AI.
see. Yes, well, yes, you'll be assimilated one day. Don't worry. Or maybe you already have. Who knows?
Who knows indeed. And here's the magic beacons.
Oh, yes, the magic beacons that stand on their own here. They must have really heavy bases. That's all I can think, you know?
If you go close enough to the belt, you can actually see that they go through the belt.
Okay, so they've, like, speared them into the belt. No wonder they're standing up.
Yeah, if you hold down
Trying to,
C,
like-
you can see the spear
I can
tip.
See? Oh, crouch.
Yep.
I see. Oh. Man, did anybody tell you? Did they tell you they're poking holes in your belt?
Well, the
I'm
belt
watching-
has been going on for a long time, so it doesn't seem to mind.
Yeah, I'm looking at this and I'm like, it's just ripping through the belt in one long line of, yeah, never mind. Wow, that's cool. How the
That's
heck did you do that?
You crouch. You run and then you crouch.
You run and then you crouch. Oh, why
While
is this
running.
you? Yes, yes. I run and then see. Oh, cool. I had no idea that was a thing. Ha! This is great.
I think they added that with update 3 as well.
Very cool. Ha! No need to jump over belts. Whoever thought about using the spacebar? Not needed. Mm-mm.
And then this, of course, is the lane interchange system
Wow.
thing, where everything is taken out from the main mall. Or rather, this is one of my malls. I have 2 of them.
Uh-huh. Yeah, this is crazy cool. So this is the bus coming from factory A or base A,
Mhm.
comes into the containers and then goes out through the other side of the containers, out into the rest just to make the products that you're making up here. This is just magnificent. And it's so orderly. Like you've chosen different heights for everything in a stair-step fashion, and then you moved all the belts to where they need to be on the next new bus to the new area over there. It's
And
super
I-
impressive.
Thank you. I've also left room for 3 more lanes in the middle here,
Mm-hmm.
so that I can split things off if I need something to go on to a different lane.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
But I also have another mall. Probably easier to just drive over there.
Okay, am I supposed to... Oh god. Hold on. Alright, I'm on the top now. Drive away. So I like this. You no longer have to run on top of vehicles. Because
No.
before you would like slide off.
Yeah, that's correct. You also no longer run when you're on top of
I'm
belts.
gonna crouch here. Jeez. Oh, crouch, help. Thank God you gave me the crouching tutorial just now, because I think I would have fallen off on those belts. Because I
No.
did before when we were
No.
playing around the
That
other
one
day.
is this one is actually not necessary to crouch underneath.
No?
It's exactly the height that you are standing.
Okay.
This is the other mall where I have the advanced products.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
So here you will find computers, oscillators, alclad aluminium sheets.
Wow.
Some basic
All-
products like silica is here though.
Okay.
I have various lanes here as well. Oh,
I see.
while we're here, I also have this
Uh-huh.
glass floor to show the
Oh.
exchange going on underneath the base.
Oh, yes. You were showing me this the other day. Can we go in underneath and look?
Yep, it's just a matter of
This
jumping
looks
into this
so
hypertube.
Okay. Oh, this is new. Oh, wow. This looks like the depths of some great manufacturing mine or something. This is crazy cool. Oh, this is great. I have the mist as well, so it's like very shadowy and mysterious. Wow, like magic. You magicked it up here. What's that? What is this? It's a magical cactus. How nice. Okay, never mind.
A magical cactus.
It looks weird. Oh,
No further comment.
it's fine. Don't fall into the spell of the magical cactus. I can tell you from experience. Great.
You can tell from experience. Okay.
Anyway, you made a nice bridge over there. I've noticed as well. That's great. I was here when you were making that. That's fun. And there's all kinds of other things coming in. Wow. Just it's like a river of belt. It's beautiful. Oh, there's an animal over there. Thank God it's staying to its natural habitat.
That big thing?
Yes.
That's harmless.
Yes.
Except for then when they get stuck in the belts like that one over
And
there
then,
does.
then you harm them.
Then I harm them. That is correct.
No, don't hurt it. It's fine.
Well, it's
Stuck.
probably going to run away.
Oh, there it goes. It's running. It's ish.
Sounds like a
Okay.
whale.
Yeah. Don't tease it over here. No need for that. It's just resting. It likes your factory. It likes your factory. Oh, there it goes. Okay, thank you. Run away, run away.
They
Okay.
make excellent trampolines though.
Do they? You can
Yes.
bounce on top of them?
Oh yes. Doesn't matter if they're alive or dead. If you jump on one of them,
Boy.
you bounce off quite extensively.
Interesting. Huh.
I think that's about it though.
All right. Well, you have an absolutely magnificent factory. So you are still continuing your series, is that right?
I have several things left to do, yes. So
Awesome. So be sure to catch Caledorn's ongoing series. You can also catch it from episode 1. The link is in the description below. And you can see as he creates it. And you don't do every moment recorded, right? You work... you do kind of like updates. Yeah. You work on hours in between. So you don't have to watch 260 hours of footage.
no. Oh my god. Not to mention that probably 100 of those hours are idling.
Oh, yeah, as you're waiting for products to get made, I imagine.
Yeah,
Wow.
and hard drives to be analyzed and stuff like that.
Wow. All right. So, thank you so very much for showing us your awesome base. Check it out and check out Caledorn's channel. He plays a lot of strategy games, factory games, all kinds of fun games, very similar to the ones I do, but different ones as well. So, anyway, any parting words?
Thank you for wanting to make a tour of the factory.
Oh, how could I not? It is just wow. It's just wow. Wowness. We decided that's the word of the day. Yay.
Thank you.
So thank you so very much for joining us. Take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll see you next time.
See you all next time.